dream big but do nothing. And plain words are, I didn't do shit I said I was going to do because I'm scared to fail. And yes, you can fancy package it with, I'm a perfectionist, I just like to procrastinate. But what difference does that make, honestly? Imagine you're at work and then you didn't deliver a report by deadline. So you tell your manager, that's because I'm a perfectionist. How does that sound to you? Ridiculous. Who cares if you dream big? Who at some point don't dream of becoming a millionaire? You're not so special because you have big dreams. If you don't do shit, then you're literally the same with people that don't dream at all. The only way for you to be separated from them is to actually do the work. So today we're going to fix this. And hopefully by the end of the video, you will finally move your ass and do something about your life. The first thing is to learn to unpack your fear. So I learned this from Kobe Bryant. In one of the interview, he said that when you unpack your fear and look at your fear directly, you will see it's actually not that scary. Now, what does that mean? Say you are a basketball player on the court. Now you're about to take the shot. You're nervous. Okay, let's unpack the fear. What if you miss a shot? You'll be embarrassed. And then what? Maybe people will talk bad about you. But are those things even important? When you avoid your fear, you're kind of giving your fear this imaginary power over you. You just sit there and be like, oh, that looks so scary. Okay, but what exactly are you scared of? Be specific. I'll give you my example. I was scared when I was thinking about moving to Dubai because I was just scared that things will go wrong. But things will go wrong is a very vague idea. So then I asked myself, what exactly am I scared of? Am I scared that I won't make friends? And I'm like, no. And then I realized I was scared that I will waste money because I was always very insecure about money. So then I did the calculation, then I got the conclusion that maybe this is the amount of money that I was willing to risk. So then I booked the flight ticket. You see that? Fear is like the monster in the closet. When you open the closet, you will see that the monster is not actually there. But you need to open the closet. You need to learn to face your fear head on. Most people like to avoid fear because it's uncomfortable. And I get it. But are you comfortable being poor? Or are you comfortable just working your ass off for a company that don't give a shit about you? Or are you comfortable just watching other people achieve success while your life is not moving at all? The truth is, no matter which path you choose, it will all be uncomfortable. And the only question is, do you want to be uncomfortable now? Or do you want to be in your 60s and regretting what could have been? And the next thing is to start ridiculously small. What does that mean? So a few weeks ago, I had a chat with one of my friends, and she told me that she's really struggling with studying. She just couldn't focus. So some days she would just end up scrolling her phone all day and not doing anything. Sounds familiar, huh? So then I told her, if you're already struggling with focus, then you cannot expect yourself to study like student at Harvard. You cannot just force yourself to study for 2 hours. Start with 30 minutes. And if you can even focus for 30 minutes, then start with 15 minutes. Here's the thing, you're not scared of doing the actual thing. You're scared of the idea. The idea of studying sounds terrifying. The idea of going to the gym sounds terrifying. The idea of starting your own social media sounds terrifying. But when you can break these goals into something small, into something actionable, suddenly it feels less terrifying to your brain because it feels manageable. Yeah, you can do a 10 minutes walk every day. Yeah, you can record a 5 minutes video. Yeah, you can wake up 5 minutes earlier every day. And the next thing is, don't compare your chapter 1 to other people's chapter 10. So a few years ago, I took some online courses and I finally used the tool to make this dashboard because I was trying to be a data analyst back then. And then I shared with my friend. My friend was like, oh, this is so cool. Good job, Jasmin. And then I'm like, no, look at his dashboard. Mine looks terrible compared to his. And then my friend literally looked at me and said, why would you compare yourself to someone that's literally in the industry for like 10 years? But that's a very common mistake we make. Especially now with social media, we can see each other's lives so easily. Everybody share everything online. But the problem is, When you compare yourself to someone that's literally the expert of the industry, you get discouraged easily. You tell yourself, I'll never get as good as them. And then you give up in like 2 days. But the truth is, these people, once upon a time, were exactly where you are right now. They also used to suck. I remember when I first started YouTube, I would just go to those successful content creators' channel and then I watch their first video. Guess what? It all sucked. And I think it's Mr. Beast that he left his first video on his channel on purpose just to remind people, this is where you start. Suck. So instead of comparing your chapter 1 to other people's chapter 10, let their journey from chapter 1 to chapter 10 inspire you. Study how they get there. The next thing is to be compassionate with yourself. It's completely valid to feel scared. Everybody feels scared. But a lot of people, without realizing this, every time they feel scared, they'll be like, okay, there must be something wrong with this. No, it's just your brain trying to protect you. You have to understand this. Your brain is not wired for success. It's wired for familiarity. It's wired for comfort. So next time when you feel scared, again, when you get all these signals from your brain, you tell yourself, it's okay to feel scared. It's completely normal to feel scared. Just think about this. 2 people trying to start a business at the same time. One person is constantly judging herself and be like, what is wrong with you? Why do you feel scared? Why can't you be more confident? Another person is like, it's okay to feel scared. It's normal to feel scared. Who do you think are more likely to take action? The truth is you cannot shame yourself into taking action. Even if you can, you will give up really quickly because fear-based belief never wins. The next thing is to understand you will never lose if you try, but you will only lose if you don't try. I believe the beauty of trying, and I said this so many times in my video. I failed my driving test, but now I just laugh at how ridiculously I failed. Every time I failed, I learned something from it. But to be honest, I don't learn that much when things are going great. And the most confident people I've ever encountered, they have so many embarrassing life experiences, but they also learn more than other people. And the truth is, you will cringe no matter what. And don't hear it from me, hear it from Taylor Swift. She famously said this during her speech at the NYU. Cringe is unavoidable. Learn to live alongside cringe. And so if you're going to cringe anyway, you might as well do something that you genuinely like to do. I'm going to end the video here today. Thank you guys for watching my video. If this video in any way is useful to you, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. That will help me a lot. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye now.